In order for me to take my phone and open up my camera and tell y'all that I'm sick of somebody, I stand on that. Understand that I'm not a hater by a long shot. Understand that I don't need to bash anybody. I don't need to bash anybody. I'm not biased. But when I tell you with everything in me, I'm so sick of Dr. Umar's manipulation tactics. I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of him using the black struggle, okay, to profit off our pain and struggle. I'm so fucking sick of it. I am
This is the first black woman that I've actually seen say anything like that. I'm amazed.
so sick of you guys not asking Dr. Umar the necessary questions that you need to ask Dr. Umar. Because he's supposed to be a stand-up black man and he's supposed to be a father. Do you really think that it's coincidental that he don't ever talk about his children? We don't never see examples from Dr. Umar of how to be a decent father. He just doing all this talking to y'all and y'all going along with it because he's an excellent speaker.
That's a fair assessment. The Bible says, and I have to speak from a Christian's perspective, regardless of whether you like me or not, the Bible says you will know them by their fruits. And so a lot of people can get mad at me for what it is that I say, but in reality, it's all rooted in love and truth because my life is a reflection of the thing that I advocate for. I have been married for 20 years. I do not have any children out of wedlock. I do not cheat, and I've never been caught up in any scandal. I've never done anything wrong. I've never did any bad business, and I'm a reflection of my community because I hire people that look like me, especially women. So when we sit here and we say who should be the leaders of the community, not saying that I should be, but if we have a platform, then I think that more importantly, just like when we talk about these preachers and these teachers on these pulpits, you have to hold them accountable or at the very least, look at their fruits. So anybody can say a bunch of stuff, but the reality is she's absolutely right. So far, I haven't seen the whole video. So far, you should use your own situation as an example of how people are supposed to live instead of holding people accountable based off of what you think that they're saying. That's fair. I don't see what the problem is with that.
To where he can grasp the attention of an entire crowd, okay, because he tells black folks what they want to hear, because he profits off our struggle and pain, especially pondering to black women.
The real culture vulture. I'm glad that black women are finally, after what, 15, 20 years, starting to wake up. 20 plus years. I think the first time that we discovered Dr. Umar Johnson was in 2004.
He knows that black women don't feel protected in this country, that we are the last herd, that we are not provided for. So he uses that struggle to profit off of that. But let me tell y'all something, sisters, before y'all come up up under my post telling me that I'm bashing another black man. Why doesn't this man have a wife? Why? Why doesn't he talk about his children? Why? Why is he always talking about cookies here and there? Why is that? Why? Let me explain to y'all something, okay?
No, we're not gonna skip over that. We're not gonna skip over that. How can we keep calling women queens and all of this stuff when allegedly he has baby mamas, children, and he is not married, but he keep holding other people accountable for not only getting married and talking to women outside of their race, but where is your queen? I mean, listen, we not gonna forget about that fraud ass marriage that he did a few years ago, where he had allegedly two wives. Come on, man. Come on, listen. We need to demand more from the leaders instead of going at the people. That's actually I'm gonna say this again. That is a reflection of what the community is supposed to be and pouring back into the community in real life, not taking from the community, but pouring into the community.
A decent, stand-up black man, a man that respects women genuinely,
Mm.
will
But they
not
actions.
part his lips on social media or anywhere else making, provocative comments on women. They're not doing that. You've never
I don't know about that. I got to give him a little bit of rope because I don't mean just because we just because we married don't mean that we ain't got eyes. But I got you. I'm feeling you. I don't have to agree with 100% of what they saying, but we definitely gonna get there.
seen our previous leaders do that. You've never seen all the great activists that we had in the past do that. The only so-called leader, because y'all call Dr. Umar y'all leader, has done that is him. Because he has no respect for black women. I don't give a fuck what he tell you. I don't care if he run around here saying snow bunnies, what he be saying all the black queens forever, snow bunnies never. It's a manipulation tactic y'all don't understand. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel when I see a lot of you black women supporting Dr. Umar and he's not giving y'all any results, or not giving the black community any results. It feels like watching a battered woman getting her ass beat day and night, getting her head hit in between a washer and dryer, and you know she just gonna take him back because he'll bring her a good hot meal and some flowers and rub her feet. That's what y'all relationship is with Dr. Umar.
No man could ever say this. This can only come from the mouth of a woman. This could only come from the mouth of a woman.
That's what it is. It amazes me how you guys cannot identify narcissistic tendencies and his manipulation tactics. He's such a master manipulator. He's using your struggle against you, and he's trying to convince you that he's for you. But I want to remind y'all that it's been over 15 years. Every year Dr. Umar pushed this date back. Every fucking year. If Dr. Umar truly wanted, and I say this 10 toes down, if he truly wanted to help the black community, he wanted to help the black boys, with all that money that y'all done fucking sent his ass, because y'all done sent this brother over, I know, $3 to $4 million at a time. Okay, all that money, he could have used that money to urgently go purchase a little bit of land and some trailers and start that school there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that you got to start with an MVP, the minimum viable product, and then you see whether it's scalable and you continue to push it out. She is 100% correct. There is no way, no if and buts about it, no way around it. She's 100% correct.
You know why he ain't gonna do that, dummies? Because he wants to continue to go on with this scam. He wants to continue to sell y'all hopes and dreams. Because at the end of the day, Dr. Umar is so calculative, and he's such a textbook serial narcissist, to where he knows that black people psychologically is weak.
And it doesn't even matter though. You know why? Because it's the same thing that happened with Derek Jackson. No matter what happens, he's still going to have viewership. He's still going to have a follower. He's still going to have all of these suckers that continue to rock out with him. And y'all going to continue to funnel y'all money with nothing in return. I have no problem with people paying for services. I also have no problem with people being content creators, because I look at Dr. Umar Johnson as a content creator, not as a thought leader, not as any of that. It's no problem with content creation. It's no problem with being an entertainer. It's no problem with also being paid for your services, for your time, for what it is that you think that you value and you worth. But there has to be a return on investment. People got to get something out of it. People have to get something out of it. Y'all keep showing up to these events. Some of y'all done died since you done been to the event. Some of y'all done got the vid. Some of y'all kids done already aged out since they was younger, and you thought that they was going to be going to some school. It's crazy how it continues to go on. Listen, man, by the time that this thing ends, it's gonna be a 30-year run, and it's almost gonna be like a retirement party. I'm telling you, man.
He knows that. So he uses that to ponder on y'all. He uses that to keep that money flowing. He ain't gonna never open that school. If you don't believe me, come back to this video 5 years from now. I guarantee you it'll fucking age well. And it'll sit well with me. I guarantee you that. I don't have no reason to bash Dr. Umar for nothing. I used to be the biggest Dr. Umar fan. The biggest Dr. Umar supporter. I have cashed out Dr. Umar plenty of times. Plenty.
So you can't say she ain't got no skin in the game, because she's actually one of the people that contributed. The black woman is literally the one that is his biggest contributor.
Of times. And I thought to myself, I woke up one day, I said, wait a minute. Something ain't right about this brother. All I'm saying is, before y'all come up under my post with that bullshit, go back, go look at the receipts. Look at how long Dr. Umar been running this shit. And ask yourself, okay, if he can't seem to get the school open, then what can he do temporarily to help these little black boys? And again, he's going around the country to different HBCUs to talk to, the community, which is fine. But ask yourself, what is he actually doing?
Absolutely nothing. That's my opinion of it. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Teach Henley 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. And then let me know in the comments what y'all think. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Black women, wake up. Simps, wake up.